It started on a Tuesday that smelled like rain and burnt coffee, a slow shift where the clock seemed to be stretching its arms. I was the closing waitress at a little diner off the interstate, the kind of place where travelers leave change on the counter, keys and stories in the air, a temporary harbor for the road-weary. That night, a man about 60 came in alone, his shoulders carrying a weight I recognized. He ordered soup and tea, read the same paragraph of his newspaper over and over without turning the page, then left quietly, his footsteps softer than the hum of the cooler. When I wiped the table, I found an old black umbrella leaning against the booth, forgotten. On the handle, someone had scratched the words, "Don't forget love waits," in small, deliberate letters. The next day, he didn't return. Or the next, I put the umbrella behind the counter, next to the jar of mismatched keys and lost earrings, a collection of abandoned things. But somehow, it felt wrong just sitting there in the dark, its message hidden. So, I started leaving it at table 6 every evening, open slightly, its dark canopy a small, dark flower in the booth. It looked like it was saving a seat for a memory. Weeks passed. Regulars noticed. One trucker, a man named Joe who always ordered apple pie, asked, "That's somebody's lucky charm?" as he nodded toward it. I shrugged, polishing a water glass. Maybe it's waiting for him, or maybe it's just waiting. One stormy evening, the sky opened up with a vengeance. A young woman walked in, soaked to the bone and shivering. She slid into a booth, then spotted the umbrella and froze, her breath catching. "Where did you get that?" she whispered, her voice tight with emotion. I brought of her a dry towel and told her the story of the quiet man and his forgotten belonging. Her eyes filled, the tears mixing with the rain on her cheeks. "That was my father's," she said, her voice steadier now. "He bought it the day I was born. He used to tell me it brought good weather eventually, even on the stormiest days." She explained he'd been driving cross-country to visit her after years of distance and stubborn silence, but he never made it a sudden heart attack, somewhere between 2 exits and a dozen regrets. The diner, she realized from his credit card statement, had been his last stop, his last cup of tea. I handed her the umbrella. She took it, running her fingers over the words on the handle as if reading Braille, smiling through her tears. "He always forgot umbrellas in restaurants and hotels," she said with a watery laugh, "but he never forgot promises. He was coming to keep his." A week later, on a clear, sunny day, she came back. Same table, same umbrella, but this time, open above her, casting a small, symbolic shadow. "I thought I'd leave it here," she said, "so someone else waiting on good weather, or a little hope, can borrow it. Now, when the rain comes, we set the umbrella out at its usual table. Strangers sit beneath its faded black canopy, and they talk softer, linger longer over their coffee, as if sharing the space with something sacred. And somehow, everyone tips a little extra, as if paying forward the shelter they've found. Sometimes love leaves its belongings behind, so kindness has something to hold until the next heart needs shelter.